A throne which once belonged to late nightclub king Peter Stringfellow has got a brand new owner. The ornate chair once seated the king of clubs and his VIP guests at the famous London nightclubs he ran for 15 years prior to his death 4 years ago, but the iconic throne now has a new home following Peter's son parting ways with his dad's seat and selling the piece for almost £4,000. Scott Stringfellow, 56, put the throne up for auction expecting it to fetch between £1,000 and £2,000, as the late Playboy businessman's son reluctantly parts with some items from his late father to make space as he plans to marry his fiancée and move house. The striking throne was covered in black velvet and painted gold and had dent marks left by the nightclub legend's signature rings. Its first ever location was Angel's Club in Soho, but it later went on to enhance the atmosphere at the iconic Stringfellows in Covent Garden. Peter, who once bragged he had bedded more than 2,000 beautiful women, died of lung cancer, aged 77, in 2018. The final hammer price for the throne was £3,600 when it was sold at Hanson's Auctioneers on Tuesday, September 27. Scoit, a specialist racing driving instructor and safety car driver for the British Touring Car Championship (BTCC), said, "Dad always sat in this chair, his throne. In fact, over the years the chair, which was sprayed gold, developed some telltale signs of his use. The ornate arms are decorated with lions' heads, but on the right arm the nose of the lion is worn and damaged. That's where Dad used to tap his ring. Later on, after he remarried for the third time, his left-hand ring finger also began to make its mark on the chair." He went on to add, "Dad actually had 2 thrones, but the one set for auction is the one he used regularly. He had both thrones recovered in black velvet when he changed the decor of Stringfellow's restaurant to plush black furnishings. His favorite throne has differences to its twin. For example, the gold spray paint is worn in places including the ornate spires on the top. This is where, over time, various people would hold the throne when leaning in to talk to Dad. This, together with the twin ring marks, distinguishes the throne set for auction." Scott continued to recall memories of his father, and his throne, as he looked back on how popular the ornate chair was with club-goers. "I used to work at Dad's club and I used to sit on his throne, usually towards the end of the night with a coffee or a cup of tea. Sometimes I ate there," he revealed. "I don't know where Dad got it from. At first, he had it covered with a leopard print fabric. He obviously liked it a lot as he bought the second throne. One was sited in a party lounge at Angel's at the head of a large round table with a pole in the middle. Later another one was placed in the restaurant at the head of a large round dining table." Scott went on to add, "Whenever Dad came into the club and the dining table wasn't occupied, he would sit in what became known as his King of Clubs throne, Dad's chair. I think it was around 2016 when Dad decided to shut Angel's. He moved some furniture to the main Stringfellows Club in Covent Garden. Both thrones made it over and were situated in the restaurant at large dining tables. Diners had the opportunity to use the chairs, but he always sat in his favorite throne if available." He sweetly remembered, "For Dad the customers came first. He used to vacate the dining table if a great customer with a large group came in. But more often than not, he always sat in his throne. Many customers wanted photos of themselves sitting in it, sometimes with one or two of the club dancers, sometimes with Dad. The throne was snapped up by a private UK buyer, as was a leopard print tub chair which was the last one from Angel's Club, which sold for £200. Do you have a story to sell? Get in touch with us at webcelebs@mirror.co.uk or call us direct at 0207 29 33 033.